Question 1. What is Australia's official religion? A. Buddhism, B. Christianity, C. Islam, D. There is no official religion in Australia. Correct answer, D. There is no official religion in Australia. Australia does not have an official or state religion because the Australian Constitution guarantees freedom of religion. This means the government cannot declare any religion, Christianity, Buddhism, Islam, or others, as the national religion. People are free to believe in any religion or have no religion at all. Question 2. What is Australia's system of government? A. Parliamentary democracy, B. Constitutional monarchy, C. Presidential democracy, D. Federal republic. Correct answer, A. Parliamentary democracy. Australia is a parliamentary democracy, which means Australians vote for members of parliament, and these elected members make laws and run the country. Even though Australia also has a king, so it is a constitutional monarchy, the main way the government works every day is through the parliament chosen by the people. Question 3. When did the gold rush take place in Australia? A. In 1841, B. In 1851, C. In 1861, D. In 1871. Correct answer, B. In 1851. The Australian gold rush started in 1851 when gold was discovered in New South Wales and Victoria. This event caused a big increase in people coming to Australia, helped towns grow quickly, and boosted the economy. Question 4. What do Australians remember on Anzac Day? A. The signing of peace agreements. B. The origins of the Australian Constitution. C. The creation of the Australian Federation. D. The Australians who served and died in wartime. Correct answer, D. The Australians who served and died in wartime. Anzac Day is a day when Australians honour and remember the soldiers who served and died in wars and military operations. It is mainly connected to the Australian and New Zealand Army Corps, who fought at Gallipoli in World War I. Question 5. What is the capital city of the Northern Territory? A. Perth, B. Sydney, C. Darwin, D. Melbourne. Correct answer, C. Darwin. Darwin is the main and official city of the Northern Territory. It's where the territory's government is located. The other cities are capitals of different states. Perth is for Western Australia, Sydney is for New South Wales, and Melbourne is for Victoria. Question 6. How many separate colonies did Australia have before 1901? A. 2, B. 4, C. 6, D. 8. Correct answer, C. 6. Before Australia became a nation in 1901, the land was divided into 6 separate British colonies. Each colony had its own government and made its own laws. These 6 colonies later joined together to form the Commonwealth of Australia. Question 7. In Australia, who is required to follow the law? A. Only Australian citizens, B. Only government officials, C. Only people aged 18 and over, D. Everyone in Australia. Correct answer. D. Everyone in Australia. In Australia, every person must follow the law. This includes citizens, permanent residents, visitors, tourists, and government officials. The law applies equally to all people, not just certain groups or age levels. This is a key part of Australia's legal system and the idea of equality before the law. Question 8. What does the concept of mateship emphasise in Australia? A. Evading social responsibility. B. Disregarding the needs of others. C. Prioritising personal achievement. D. Helping others through volunteering and community work. Correct answer. D. Helping others through volunteering and community work. In Australian culture, mateship is the idea of supporting, helping, and looking out for others, especially friends and the community. It emphasises friendship, teamwork, and solidarity. This means Australians value helping each other and contributing to the community, rather than focusing only on personal gain or ignoring responsibilities. Question 9. Who leads the Australian government? A. The Speaker of the House. B. The Governor-General. C. The King of Australia. D. The Prime Minister. Correct answer. D. The Prime Minister. The Prime Minister leads the Australian government because they are the head of the elected government and make key decisions about how the country is run. The Speaker only manages the House of Representatives, the Governor-General represents the King, and the King is the head of state, not the head of government. Question 10. Which behaviour is prohibited by law in Australia? A. Only verbal abuse. B. Only physical abuse. C. Any form of violence. D. All of the above. Correct answer. C. Any form of violence. In Australia, all forms of violence are illegal, whether physical, verbal, or emotional, if it causes harm. The law protects everyone from being hurt or threatened, so any violent behaviour is prohibited. Question 11. What does the Commonwealth coat of arms represent? A. The official emblem of the Commonwealth of Australia. B. An old traditional Australian flag. C. A symbol used for the states of Australia. D. The emblem of Australia's military forces. Correct answer. A. The official emblem of the Commonwealth of Australia. Commonwealth coat of arms is the main national symbol used by the federal government to represent Australia as a country. It appears on official documents, buildings, and government materials to show that they belong to or are authorised by the Australian government. Question 12. Which gemstone is recognised as Australia's national gem? A. Gold. B. Diamond. C. Opal. D. Sapphire. Correct answer. C. Opal. Opal is Australia's national gemstone because Australia produces most of the world's opal, especially the famous black opal from Lightning Ridge. It is strongly connected to Australia's identity and natural resources, which is why it was officially recognised as the national gem. Question 13. What is the southwest region of Western Australia famous for? A. Wetlands and tropical rainforest environments. B. Rich agricultural and wine-producing regions. C. Desert landscapes and mining areas. D. Modern city growth and tall buildings. Correct answer. B. Rich agricultural and wine-producing regions. The southwest region of Western Australia is well known for its fertile land, high-quality farms, and especially its famous wine areas, such as Margaret River. This region has a mild climate and rich soil, making it perfect for growing grapes, fruits, and other crops. Question 14. What does the Commonwealth coat of arms stand for? A. National unity. B. Protection of wildlife. C. The federal system of government. D. The independence of the states. Correct answer. A. National unity. The Commonwealth coat of arms represents national unity because it symbolises all of Australia coming together as one country. It shows the 6 states on the shield and is supported by the kangaroo and emu, which are uniquely Australian animals. Question 15. What do the 7 points of the Commonwealth Star on Australia's flag symbolise? A. 6 states and 6 territories. B. 6 states and 1 territory. C. The 7 original colonies. D. The 7 original colonies. Correct answer. B. 6 states and 1 territory. The Commonwealth Star on Australia's flag has 7 points, which represent the 6 states of Australia plus 1 point for all the territories. This star symbolises the unity of the entire country. Question 16. What is the capital city of Western Australia? A. Sydney. B. Melbourne. C. Canberra. D. Perth. Correct answer. D. Perth. The capital city of Western Australia is Perth. It is the largest city in the state and the main centre for government, business and culture. Sydney is the capital of New South Wales, Melbourne is the capital of Victoria, and Canberra is the capital of the whole country. Question 17. What does the term referendum mean? A. A vote to choose members of Parliament. B. A public vote to change the Constitution. C. A vote to select the Prime Minister. D. A vote about government policies. Correct answer. B. A public vote to change the Constitution. A referendum is when all eligible Australians vote to decide whether the Constitution should be changed. The government cannot change the Constitution by itself. Any change must be approved directly by the people through this special nationwide vote. Question 18. For Australian citizens aged 18 and over, what does voting represent? A. A responsibility, a right and a privilege. B. A personal choice with no consequences. C. A civic duty and legal requirement. D. A requirement imposed only by the government. Correct answer. A. A responsibility, a right and a privilege. For Australians aged 18 and over, voting is both a legal obligation and an important civic duty. Citizens are required by law to vote in elections, and participating in voting helps them have a say in choosing leaders and shaping government decisions. Question 19. Who is responsible for appointing the Governor-General in Australia? A. The King of Australia, acting on the Prime Minister's advice. B. The Prime Minister of Australia, acting on the King's advice. C. The Australian Parliament, acting on the King's advice. D. The Cabinet Ministers, acting on the Prime Minister's advice. Correct answer. A. The King of Australia, acting on the Prime Minister's advice. The Governor-General is appointed by the King of Australia, but the King makes this decision based on the advice of the Prime Minister. This means the Prime Minister recommends who should be Governor-General, and the King formally approves it. The Governor-General represents the King in Australia, so this process combines both the monarchy and the democratic government. Question 20. What type of heritage is found in Australia? A. Hindu heritage. B. Judeo-Christian heritage. C. Hindu-Islamic heritage. D. Afro-American heritage. Correct answer. B. Judeo-Christian heritage. Australia's main cultural and historical traditions come from Judeo-Christian heritage, which influenced the country's laws, values, and institutions through early European settlement. This does not mean everyone follows these religions, but this heritage shaped many parts of Australian society. Thank you for watching. How many questions did you pass? Don't forget to like, subscribe for me. Bye.